Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. We're in the first quarter of action, and it's the Jets who are in control of the football. First down and goal to go from the 7. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try to run with a J. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Ball on the 3. 3rd down and goal. This is a J. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jay Ajayi with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Well, look at the numbers for Coleman in last week's game. 6 catches, 96 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The New York set to take the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the 2nd down, just 1 yard to go.
All right, here we go.
Here's Ajayi. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. The Jets on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Myles Garrett in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 36 yards.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it's second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw again. Gold. The screen pass here to Cohen. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Off the play fake. Gold. Hard throw, incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Off play action. Gold. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
On play action, they'll throw. Open man right side is Cup, complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now it's Ajayi. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big...
And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now back to throw. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. They'll run it now out of the gun. A swift move, but not a ton to show for it. Tackle just on the other side of midfield. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They run again with Ajayi. Ajayi hit. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Off the play fake. Gold. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. On first down, Gold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Off play action. Gold. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. play fake here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. On 1st and 10. Gold. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Seth DeValve, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. And Pointer, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He'll look to throw. And he's got some space here. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
They're going to look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. Off the play fake. Gold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Marsh. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
So we've hit halftime. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Off play action. Gold. Flush to his right. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Off the play fake. Gold. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler. First-round pick back in 2012. Off-play action. Gold. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This fielded at the 2. Powering forward. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark
Jay's gonna go. The 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jay with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Browns getting set to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And oh, it's blocked. Now he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape of this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Looking to throw. And some room to maneuver. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They run with Ajayi. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
2nd down following the run.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
319.
The handoff as they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
his running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Back to throw here. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Off the play fake. Gold. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go now.
Off play action. Gold. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Off the play fake. Gold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jets have recovered. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll drop to throw. He's got Curse. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Set. 319.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Back to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And some space here.
This is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Off play action. Gold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, he's in the MVP race, no doubt. Last year, Zeke finishing third. Fournette trying to better that.
Love his body control. Love how he's physical yet fluid when he runs his routes. And that's why he finds himself open so often.
Picking up where he left off in that great performance a week ago. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picks up the completion.
And they give this time to the tailback. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Off the play fake. Gold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Off play action. Gold. And he finds his man Griffin. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him a gain of 38. Off the play fake. Gold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Griffin. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Complete to Stewart, right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Green 39.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. So that'll back them up 5. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. This is complete to guess who? Gronkowski again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like he said. It got his man complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. That one goes for 36 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll rifle this one deep right, and this will be caught at the 30. A gain of 32 that time. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Off play action. Gold. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Off the play fake. Gold. And this one is incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Off play action. Gold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. First down, he'll drop to throw. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Quan Alexander able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now back to throw. Complete outright to Kurz. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 23 yards on the play. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Ellis with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Off the play fake. Gold. He's going to sling this deep down. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's Curse. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Looking to throw. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Open man left side is Gronkowski. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
Over the middle, complete. It's Griffin. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Curse. And look out, I think he's going to go. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. And there's the spike. It stops the clock at 22 seconds remaining. To throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll get it outside to Gronkowski. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Let's go! Blue Landy! Blue Landy!
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to win the football game. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win.
I can make it rain. Oh, do you hear the thunder? Don't let it bring you down. Look up and see the light. You're not alone, don't give up like that. Oh yeah, got a ways to go. Break that wall, let the spirit flow. I know you ain't done yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going high.